broadcast, changed my name, shared our Telegram slide.
Yeah, I don't think we're on YouTube right now.
We're not. I came back to it to come talk to it right now. I wasn't screen sharing. Now I'm finding out we have no YouTube share as well. So looks like Zoom pulled a fast one. But we're live now on Zoom.
All right, let's go back to YouTube. There we are. Yeah, I had some issues. I had some issues today as well. All right. As long as we are here, change my name. My name is not Roger Zoom. My name is Roger Scott. Yeah, we're on YouTube again, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. But good morning, Vertuvian, Omar, Gustavo, JB. Good to see everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. Yeah, I gave you guys a little quiz this morning. You know, Matt, not a lot of people got it right.
Really?
I was surprised. Yeah. I was really surprised at how many people do not have the same indicators as I do on the charts. Let me pull up my TC 2000 here. Here we go. Let me just pull it up here. Good morning. Hello. Here. Go right there. Take this right here. Pull it up. So, say hello to everybody here. I'm a bit yellow today. I am a bit yellow. Do you know why I'm yellow, Matt?
Actually, I think I can fix it.
You do? Oh. But I think we're looking at this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you were trying to set me up yesterday. Wait a minute. Let me see which mic we're looking at. No, not sick. Sick of this market. Wait, hold on. Let me see what I'm using. I'm on this camera right now, and I'm yellow. I don't know why I'm yellow. Yeah. You want to try that one again? Here, let me switch over. All right. Now I'm on. Whoop. Now I'm the good one, and now it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks fine. All right. We're back. All right. Lack of the market. No, I'm doing good. That was the webcam. I don't know why I did that. All right. I'm glad everybody's here. So look, folks, real simple. You could have stayed in that trade, man.
Well,
could have stayed in it.
yeah,
It's
but
okay.
when
Could have,
you
should
have
have,
no
would have.
edge,
You could take another one.
You got no edge. You have no business staying in.
No, I understand. All right. So this morning I send you guys a little quiz on the on the paid Telegram channel. Your Andrew says, "Good morning." On the edge of the seats today. I don't think you need to be. I don't think anything exciting is going to happen. Except I can't wait to hear what he has to say. Get a producer and control booth to control all your cameras and mics. I agree with you, Mark. Where's our video guy? Have you seen him lately?
I have not.
I have not seen Joey. We have one. But he's more of a video guy than he's not a tech guy. He's more of a video guy. Remember my old guy, Noah, he was really good with all that stuff. And Matt just doesn't have time. Matt's actually really good with all of it. He just doesn't have time. Isn't your father-in-law or somebody in your family like really good with audio and video and all that stuff?
Yeah, my father-in-law has a recording studio.
Right. So we can always. So if we really needed the help, we can. And my father's really big on video. So if we really needed it, we can get it done. Honestly, I don't think me looking a little yellow or whatnot is gonna make or break any day or anything like that. All right, let me go to YouTube here. You know, I was a little yellow on my camera too today, Matt. Yeah. Hey, Jody, Rakesh, Naples fan, Raj, Anthony. I'm not big on EMA crossovers. That's more of a Raleigh, a Cam thing. I'm even confusing them right now. Yeah, I'm not big on the crossovers. I don't know how that big crossover came around, but the whole 3.8 crossover is not something I've ever used, and I'm not big on it. I like the 8 and I like the 15, but I'm not big on the 3-day. I think the 3-day is too slopey. Too much. You're not giving the stocks enough room to breathe. I think it's good for scalping, but I don't think it's great for. I think if I was to use a crossover, it would be a 15-8 crossover. That would be a good crossover. But then you're pretty much just going above the 8-day EMA, which is what we're doing. But let me go back. So, uh, Sherry says a lot of side talk and greetings. Please get to the point faster. Sherry, let me ask you a question. How about I just do it in how I feel comfortable doing it, since it's my show. Okay. Adam, JP Morgan 42, holding both pits for post Fed. There you go. There you go. Okay. So, Brendan, you're welcome for a call out on BA this morning. 100% return on puts in and out in the first 2 hours of the day. Nice. Thank you, Brendan. I hope nothing happened to them. Do you guys know if anything happened on that flight? Does anybody know? I hope so.
Rochelle, I did call you and
Matt says he
texted you.
called you. Did
And
you
I
leave her a
text.
message?
Yep, and I texted you.
And text. So Rochelle, he called you and texted you. Good day, good day, good day, and good day. All right, all right. Did the mail and everything go out, Matt? Did they have a webinar on right now or something? I don't know.
asked anyone because I was making sure. We have a ton of people in here, so
Yeah, yeah.
I think we're okay.
Anyhow, so this morning in the pit, I sent you this graph right here. Actually, I correct that. I did not send you this graph right here. What I did was I asked you why you shouldn't go on a gap fill on GEV right now. Okay. Now, nice, George. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Adam. Thank you, George. Well, people are very nice. People are very nice today. So this looks like a nice gap to green, right? Like a really good gap to green. Look, we're above the 50-day moving average. We're above the previous day's high. Everything looks good. So I asked folks today why they would not. My phone number is where you called. Just call her again today, please, Matt, if you can. He's really good about that, Rochelle. If he says he called you and left you a message and texted you, I believe him. So getting back to what I was saying. So I asked folks the question, why would you not go long this? Why would I not go long this stock? And I would not go long this stock. And believe it or not, only 40%, I don't know. I mean, I didn't take a survey, but roughly 40%. Anthony, even you got it wrong right now. And about 40% got it wrong. No, not because of the Fed day today. I was very specific. I said technically. What is it about the stock that I would not take You know what? Let me, there's a lot of you who are not in the pit. So let me show you what I send out. I want you to learn from this. I'm going to have a lesson today too, so don't you dare go anywhere. I want to show you this for anybody who missed it. Let's see. Where is the question? Where is the question? All right. Right here. Let's see how well I've taught you. Email me if you know the answer. It's a very simple one, and it has nothing to do with Powell, Trump. It's just pure technicals. So I took out all that other stuff away from you, okay? And then, why is GEV not a good candidate for a gap to fill just yet? Hint, I'm talking about the daily chart. So we're not talking about Powell. We're not talking about Trump. I took all that off. I clearly said pure technicals, and I even said daily chart. So, okay, it's above Patrick, it's clearly above the 50-day moving average. So you're clearly not you're not either looking at my chart or you don't have it set right. Right, we already gave the answer away. Now, if you look at the chart that I have on the screen right in front of you, okay, that's great, Aki. You should call customer service. It's amazing, Matt. I have the chart literally in front of them and they still can't see it. Folks, we spend an hour every day going through this exercise here. Do you guys see something directly above this candle? Maybe in case you need your glasses, let me make it up. Do you see this right here? Yes. It's It's not the 50. It's not the wick. It's simply the fact that we have an 8-day and the 15-day directly above us, which acts as a point of resistance. Do we ever trade stocks below do we ever go long below the 8-day EMA? No. Look, folks, and I'm not trying to be hard on you, but I literally go through 20 examples every day and talk about this in the morning. Should I use a different approach? Is there something I'm doing that's not getting through? I didn't say it was a trick question. I never give trick questions. If I did, there would be too many responses. I said no Powell. I said no Trump. I said pure technical price action, daily chart. Half the people said VWAP. VWAP doesn't work on daily charts. The anchored VWAP does. And I don't have a VWAP on here. So I don't mean to be tough on all of you guys, but look, if there's a lot better things I could be doing 2 hours a day than spending it here. I have it every day. It's the same chart. You're literally looking at that chart with my daily screen. This is it right here. Good, good, good. Only about 40% got it right. 40%. I mean, it's literally staring us right in the face. Look, do you see there's something above here? You see that between here and here, there's a line. Look, I'm not being sarcastic, but is there any Kayong, no volume? Hey, how about like, it's kind of like this. It's like kind of you run a stop sign, and I ask you why did you go instead of stop? And you're like, well, it was 4 a.m. Well, there was nobody crossing the street. I was drinking a beer, but nobody's saying the obvious that there's a stop. There's a red dot that says stop right in front of your face. Is there anything I could do to make it easier for you to understand this? Yes, I know, Rochelle. It's rather obvious. I mean, it's literally right here in our face. And Matt, you got to check out something with my mouse. Maybe but it's not. It's like not reacting as well. Sometimes it's like slowing down. So look, folks. Okay, so I'm going to say it for you guys because I don't want to have to do this every day. I know, but it's usually there are some type of VWAPs. There are no VWAPs, folks. Okay. For anybody here right now, I'm going to say 2 things, and I hope you pay attention to me. There are no VWAPs on the daily chart, only anchored VWAPs. VWAPs are used on a 5-minute chart. So everybody who started talking about VWAPs was wrong or didn't read the fact that I said daily chart. Number 1, okay? Number two, the daily chart. Please stop talking about VWAPs and daily charts. You can't put a VWAP on a daily chart. A VWAP only goes on an intraday chart. How many times have you seen me talk about this? Every single day. Now, please, that's number 1. Now let's get that out of I don't want to hear VWAP and daily and anchored VWAPs. Anchored. You got to anchor it somewhere. So if you're going to talk about VWAPs, you better tell me what anchor you're talking about. Okay? Number two. What did Cyrus say? I don't know what Cyrus says. Hold on a second, Charlie. Yes. Now, on the daily chart, I have 5 moving averages. It would be really nice if you follow me for you to have them too. And guess what? I got a little surprise for you. They don't cost anything. It's free. Does the 8-day, let's see, does it matter where the 8-day EMA is moving up or down? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, Carl. But if you don't have it up on your chart, you'll never know, would you? Okay. So you see, you guys are trying to get into advanced tactics. Is it moving up or is it moving down? Do you really pay attention to the stop sign if it's angled to the up or down, or do you just see a big red stop sign? Stop dealing with the nonsense. Look at the big stuff. Liberty says this is invaluable. I know, but it's like I talk about it every day. You realize every single day we're here, this chart comes up and it's never changed. Guys, look, The 8-day EMA, the 15-day EMA, the 100-day, the 200, and the 50. Why aren't you sending me emails asking me those questions if you don't understand? See, Matt, what I'm worried about is that what I'm doing is not making, is not, it's not, people are not, they're just, they're not, God only knows what they have on their charts. Yeah, let me ask you, was it a confusing question? Was there something confusing about this question? See, my problem is this. If I can't explain, if you guys can't see this right away, then what else are you not seeing? What else are you not seeing? Keith, okay, well, Keith, that's it. You're right. I'm going to talk like this. Keith, how about you go to YouTube and rewind it and listen to it in half speed? How about that? Don't give me those nonsense excuses. You can't, Richard. Yes. Yes, listen to forget about you. You guys don't listen to anything I say anyway. Listen to Richard. You can't trade like Roger if your screen doesn't look like mine. Yes. Yeah, that's a good one, Richard. I deep thinking right there. I'm being very sarcastic for obvious reasons. Some instructors use the 10 and 20. Sherry, do you want to follow along me or do you want to follow along other instructors? Yeah, thank you, Ben. Yes, step 10, 20, and 30 don't matter if you don't follow first principle. Michael, do you see the 3-day? Oh, let me ask you this, Michael. Have you seen me ever use the 3-day EMA, ever refer to the 3MA, or have you ever seen it on my chart? I'm sorry, but I'm a little upset here. I've only been doing this every day for years. Hey, no, seriously. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe you guys need a test. I know Armulfo. Tell that to I mean, I remember your names. I remember your kids' names, and you don't remember that I use the indicators that I use? And I understand, like, let's say I was using some cockamamie, uh, I don't even know. I don't even want to come up with some names, the salad bowl indicator. I don't know what. I'm using the 15-day EMA, the 8-day EMA. It's right in front of us, and people are talking about volume. They're talking about everything except what's right in front of their face. So I'm going to ask you guys a question right now, and let's see how many of you get it right. Let's see how many of you guys get it right. Do we use the VWAP on a daily chart? Yes or no? Okay. All right. All right. Good. Thank God. Thank God. Right. Do we use the anchored VWAP on an intraday chart? No, no, we don't. Just the opposite of what I just said. What do you anchor? Okay, if you use it on a daily intraday chart, what do you anchor it to? My butt? Right? No anchored VWAP on an intraday and no regular VWAP on a daily chart. Because you can't anchor anything on an intraday chart. All right. So number one. Now, what indicators do I use on the daily chart? Forget about all the fancy stuff. Let's keep it simple. Yes. 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 And then the regular 50 to 120. Is anybody not clear on this? Is anybody not clear on this? Okay. I don't move my cheese very often. Nothing's changed. Matt, how long have we been using this for? 2 years? 3 years now? Every day? I don't know.
Been a while.
Yes, Rochelle, but the 8 and the 15 are EMA and the rest are SMAs. The 8 and 15 are EMAs. Omar, I'm talking about your life, not about the Pro Trader dashboard. Yes, I don't use the 20. Ed, I don't. Ed, do you see the 20 on my chart? God bless them. They still try. Before the end of this session, I'm going to beat it out of all of you. I don't use the 20. Oh. It doesn't matter what it means, Rick. Either use it or don't. 8 and 15. 8 and 15. Okay? It's nothing new at all. And we shouldn't even be talking about this, and I couldn't agree with you more. But here we are. Okay. All right. Now that we're done with this section, I'm going to give you guys a little lesson. Yeah, maybe if you guys stop following 100 traders and just start following me, probably set up your screen to look like mine. All right. All right. Omar, I don't use 3 and 8. For the 50th time, I don't use the 3. I don't use the 3-day EMA. I've never used the 3-day EMA. But I don't use the 3-day EMA. So if you want to follow support, go ahead. I use the 8 and the 15. Okay. And now I'm going to teach you something important. By the way, you know, Carlos wrote that guide. Carlos, are you here? It's in that guide that I gave you. It's in that guide. It's in there. It's all spelled out for you. Now, Carlos, if you're here, I'm going to, you better start writing because I'm going to give you something to write. Okay, Carlos, I'm going to give you a new chapter to put in your book, okay? I'm watching all of you. I'm watching all of you like a hawk here. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but I really care about you, and I want you guys to get it right. Start using the same tools that I use. If they didn't work, do you think I would use them? Hey, Richard, do you use the same tools that I use? His screen looks exactly like mine. All right. Absolutely. There you go. Carlos blew his account for not listening. Now when I looked at Carlos's charts before, I didn't know if the stock was going up or down. I couldn't tell. There was so much stuff on it. I told him to get rid of all that crap. All right. All right. I'll post it again, and I'll post it again. Call customer service. They'll give you Carlos's guide. It should be in the VIP room. It should be in several members area. Some of you can maybe tell Kevin where that guide is so I can continue. I'm going to give you another one for the books, okay? I'm going to teach you something you've never learned before. All right? I'm going to open up your eyes to America right now. But you got to pay attention. All right. Let me give you 2 different stocks. What is Roblox doing right now? There you are, Brett. I was just thinking about you the other day. What is Roblox doing right now? What is Roblox doing? It's breaking out, right? Obviously, it's moving up. It's breaking out. If you go back 1 year, right here, 1 year or less, 1 year or less, is there anything here? Is there anything on the left? Is there anything on the left? No. Okay. What about... Hold on a second. 1 second. Let me find one that isn't doing that. What was a good reversal one? Matt, what's a good reversal stock right now?
Intraday?
No, daily. Hold on. No. I need a breakout from a low, not a high. Hold on. I'm finding such good stocks for you. I can't seem to find one that's not doing what I want it to do. They're all doing really good. Okay. We could do Apple. We could do Apple. Thank you, Robert. We could do Apple. Okay. We could do Apple. I don't want to do SMH because SMH is not doing anything, but Apple actually looks like it could break out. So for the purpose of this exercise, hold on, let's look at SAP. No. For the purpose of this exercise, just imagine that Apple is 1 day ahead of where it is right now, because we don't buy stocks that are not breaking through the 50-day moving average. So you're going to have to imagine one stock. I actually said it a few minutes ago. Hold Hold on, I'm gonna find it for you. I'm gonna find it right now. There was a really good one. Remember, Matt, I was telling you this morning, look at it. It looks like it's about to break out. Oh, I think it was Kava. Yes, that's it. That's the one. Kava. Kava, Kava, Kava. That's the one. Kava. Okay. This is a perfect example. Apple would be perfect if Apple was one day ahead, but Kava looks perfect. And another stock looks really good is Home Depot. Okay. Okay. There's two stocks, Home Depot, but I'll just use Kava. Okay. So Kava is what's the difference between Roblox? Oh, sorry, Roblox and Kava. What's the difference? We're not talking. Okay, 13038. We're not talking about the 5 minutes. We're only talking about the daily chart, which is on the left. We're not. There is no 5 minute chart. For you know what? Matter of fact, I'll just. It's not here. Don't look at the right. Don't look at this side of the screen. We're only looking right here. The only thing that matters is right here. We're not looking at volume. We're not looking at indicators. We're just looking at price action. Okay. What's the difference between Kava and Roblox? We're not looking at the quality of the trend either. Okay. So we're just looking at where they are, where they're breaking out from. We're only looking at those two things. Okay. I'm going to now, Carlos, this is when you start writing. There are two types of trends. There are two types of trends. What I'm about to tell you, you've never heard before. You're not going to hear it again. So write it down. There are two types of trends. There's a breakout plus trend. That's a breakout plus trend. And there's a breakout minus trend. No more resistance, Robert. No more resistance. And we're above the VWAP, anchored VWAP, excuse me. Oh, sorry. And we're above the anchored VWAP as long as we close. So we have a breakout here. Okay. What's the difference between Roblox? I'm only concerned about price. The difference is Roblox is a breakout plus trend. And Kava is a breakout minus trend. Breakout plus, breakout minus. When you when you trade from this point on, I want you to identify the trade based on the daily long-term trend. Are you taking a breakout plus trade or are you taking a breakout minus trade? Yes, where it originated from, Stacy. I haven't explained to you the reason and the logic behind it yet, and I haven't even started to. I just want you to do labeling. Labeling. To the downside, something like this would be a breakdown plus trend. Okay? Anything like, hold on, let me see if I could get you a good example. Damn it, my examples are all too good. Anything like this, assume this is below the 100 days. Just pretend it broke out down already, okay? Let me see if I could. No, those are all down. No, those are all such nice downtrends. All right, we'll just go back to our we'll just go back to see if I can find a good one for you. Yeah, we'll just do this one. This is a breakdown minus trend, because there's a lot of stuff below here, below stuff. This, or most of these are, or that's a breakdown plus trend. Okay? Plus trend. So if something is breaking out, say right here, and it's not all the way down below this price level, it's a breakdown minus trend. And if it's breaking down and it's already below all of this price level, it's just a straight down move. It's a breakdown plus trend. Similarly, this is a breakout minus trend, and this is a breakout plus trend. I haven't given you any information yet, David. It's too early for that. Let me explain to you the upside and the downside of each. Yeah, I can move this, but I mean, we're not really, I can actually close it right now since we're not using it. So if you see a stock that's looking like this, that's a breakout plus trend. If you see a turnaround, Kava, that's a breakout minus trend. If you see a stock like this, sorry, I went back to the wrong one. I keep what was it? Yeah, if you see no, that's still a breakout minus trend. Which one was it? Was it LMNT Tech? Yeah, if it's something like this, this is also a downtrend. Hold on, I want to find a good one for you. They're all pretty negative. Hard to find a good one, but basically a reversal, basically a breakdown like right here, where it's still above the 1 year low. So reversals versus breakouts, Okay, reversals versus breakout. I'd love to show you a good example of. So for example, same stock, right here, but let's say this breakdown right here versus this breakdown right here. Okay. So what's the big deal? A breakout's a breakout, right? A breakout's a breakdown. A breakdown is a breakdown, right? Again, you guys are getting way too Cyrus and everybody else. You're getting way too focused on the we're not talking about the details. We're talking about one of the issues you guys are having is you're not able to see this. You don't know when we're doing this, and you don't know when we're doing this. So right now we're 300 feet above the ground, okay, and we're not talking about silver, Glenn. But I could look at silver if you want. It's not doing anything. But let's say this was a daily chart of silver, okay? Let's say this was a daily chart of silver. It would be doing something, okay, even though it's not. But I think you guys understand. And again, let's just do the up examples, okay? Forget, most people don't short anyway, so let's just do the up examples. You see how this is a turnaround trend. It's coming up from the bottom. It's got a long ways to go, but it broke the downtrend, right? That's a breakout minus, and that's a breakout plus. Just leave it at that for now, okay? And the opposite of that for shorts, okay? Now, what is the significance of that? Well, now we get to the good stuff. Okay. Each one has advantages and each one has disadvantages. The advantages of something like this is the stock hasn't expanded too much energy yet. It hasn't moved from here all the way up here. So there's potentially more upside on a breakout minus than a breakout plus. Okay? Well, if it's got an upside, what's the downside? The downside is the trend stability is not as high on here versus here. So your odds of getting a move. So basically, let me explain that in plain English so you guys understand. The odds of this trend continuing or just breaking out and going straight up are much smaller than this trend. But The certainty, the certainty. So the profit factor is higher here. The profit factor is higher here. The probability is higher here. Okay? Profit factor higher here. You'll have bigger winners, but your probabilities are higher right here. No, you've never been taught this before. Nobody's ever explained this to you. You've never heard anyone talk about this, and you never will. That's why I'm suggesting you write it down, because I'll quiz you on it. So, how can this help me become a better trader? Well, the first thing you should do before you enter any trade, I've never even explained this to Richard. This is the first time Richard is hearing this. Richard, am I saying anything that's not true? I've never explained this to anybody here before. Matt knows this stuff, but nobody else does. Have I ever explained this to anyone before? Never. Nope. That's why I said it makes perfect sense. So, before you start getting your fingers all ready to pounce on a trade, ask yourself, is it a minus or a plus chart? If it's a minus chart, it's going to have different characteristics. And you may want to use a slightly different stop loss level than if you have a breakout stock like this. Because the odds are, if this stock breaks down, it'll just come down right here to the base and then just start climbing again. So your win rate will be pretty high. If you trade stocks like this, the odds are, if you're right, you're going to be really right. But if you're wrong and this reverts back down, well, you could be in a nasty downtrend. The trend hasn't been established as much. Stability versus profit. Now, how are you going to do this from now on? Now, I know most of you already got a journal, right? And you're journaling all of your trades, right? Because if you don't journal your trades, you'll never, ever know where you're making mistakes. Now, if I had to guess, probably 5% of you are doing that right now. Richard is journaling all of his trades. Ben is journaling all of his trades. You're not going to get a free ride here. You're not going to learn this by osmosis. You're not going to become a profitable trader unless you go through the motions. Okay. So you're going to start journaling breakout minus, breakout plus. And you're going to separate and tag your trades by the two different methods so you know whether you're buying a breakout that has more stability or better price at less, better profit factor and less stability. So, do you understand now if you want to focus more on your higher probability trades versus higher profit factor trades or versus higher profit factor trades versus probability? Is this pretty cool stuff? Trying to teach you guys something. You make it very difficult to try to teach, you guys make it very difficult to learn, to teach, to learn new stuff. I don't see any messages from Matt. Matt, Rochelle doesn't see any messages from you. Why don't you literally go outside and call her right now?
I texted her during the
Hey, he
thing.
texted you. Did you get your message, Rochelle? He literally texted you. Yes, it's like putting glasses on. Oh, she had two different numbers in the chat. Things getting more interesting now. Hey, Rochelle, do me a favor. Number one, don't post your phone number for everyone to see. Number two, post your phone number privately for me. One phone number, just one phone number.
Look, I've got it even better.
You got a what?
Got a better idea.
Matt
There's
has a better
my
idea.
number right there.
Oh, there you go, Rochelle. He just posted his phone number for you, so call him right now. He's waiting for you. He's literally sitting right there on camera waiting for you to call him. You're welcome, Richard. Now, this is a very, very powerful tool, believe it or not, because it allows you to separate your analysis into two separate components. And what it allows you to do is, because some of you like to trade reversals or beginning of trends. Some of you like to trade from the top side. I prefer to trade the top side, but sometimes you got to trade from the bottom too. Identify the trades as a plus or a minus trade. If you don't do that, you're not going to see the benefit of it. Okay? It was very powerful, Bob, but 90% of the people will completely forget about it pretend it didn't happen, and then tell me that I don't give them value on a webinar that I'm going to do in 18 minutes. Most, but not all, Adam. Most. Would you buy more times in either of the breakouts? On COP, I'm not sure I know what you're. Send me an email. Send me an email and I'll answer your question. All right. Now, I don't have time for options today because I literally have a class. I explained it, Jack. I explained it. Profit factor is how much you make versus lose, and probabilities is how often you're right. So if you want to have really high probabilities, go for those, the Jack Carter, as we like to call them, stocks. If you don't really care about win rate and you care more about the amount, let's say you're an options trader, then the turnarounds would do that. Okay. Check. Please check URI. Oh, you want me to take a look at the stock? Okay. It's neither. It's breaking. It couldn't break through the 50-day moving average. And when Uncle Roger tells you something couldn't break, remember why we couldn't use Apple as an example? Because it couldn't break through the 50-day moving average. What's the difference between that and Uri? Right. That depends, Brett. That depends on what the market's doing. That's not as dependent on the alert. That's more dependent on what the market's doing. Like right now, I would be investing 10 times less than usual because we have FOMC and big cap earnings. Yeah, this stock is not doing either. It's not a breaking out. It told us right here, we don't want to break out on the 50-day moving average. We don't like you. Please, we're going back into our trading range. Every stock tells a story. All you have to do is listen to it. All right. So I'm going to give you my stocks to the short side. I'm going to give you my stocks to the long side. And Matt's going to post the link that I have for my 1 o'clock class. Short stock, ASTS, breaking the 200-day moving average. On semiconductor, wait for it to break through this high volume bars right here. Okay. TEK. Also wait for it to break down. Right now, it's just consolidating. Wait for it to break down. LMT, nice breakdown on that one. EXPE. Not this one. This one, it's got to break the 100-day. Till it breaks the 100-day, no soup. Liberty, it wasn't last Friday. It was the Friday before. Liberty, it was the Friday before last Friday. Now, you're not going to get a lesson like that from anyone else. I have seen 3 traders in my life use that type of methodologies. The breakout plus, you're not going to get that detailed. Most folks will have no idea what you're talking about. But I hope it makes perfect sense. And also, you should identify stocks professionally with a plus or a minus. Okay. There you go, Bob. There you go. GD, nice breakdown. Nice breakdown. Now look at here. Look at how little back and forth this stock has. It doesn't have 3 up days, 3 down days, 3 up days, 3 down days. Look at how smooth it moves. So let's say you get into a stock like this, and let's say you get into a stock like this at the wrong time. How much does it go against you at any given time? Hardly ever, right? That's the kind of stock you want. I'm not looking at volume right now, Josie. I'm looking at the movement of the stock. Doesn't go against you much. Pick a spot. Pick any spot you get in. How much does it go against you? Right here for 2 days, and then it comes right back down. That's definitely a plus. No, Fred, it won't. Ash. How much does the stock go against you? Look at the intraday, and look at the daily. Not a day trading stock, but nice swinger right there. Nice Liberty. That's cool. Matt, repost that. That's nice. Let's look at Starbucks. I like Cyrus. Yeah. Cyrus is it's breaking out. Yeah, this is definitely a Yeah, in a year it hasn't done anything. It's breaking a year high. This is a plus. This is a plus. Because in a year it hasn't done anything. So this is, I mean, the trend is established. It doesn't take a year to establish a trend. All right. Let's continue. I want to do this before my time is up because I do have a class at 1 o'clock. I've been trading since the mid 90s, yet I have a folder on my computer with the label Rogers Education, and the plus and minus educations were added today. Thank you, Penny. Uh, CRL. Also, I didn't charge you for this. I didn't make you pay any money for it. It's a little choppy. It's a little choppy, so you're gonna have to be prepared for that. But pretty clean recently. It's been fairly clean. Let's see, 97. Yeah, that's a plus. That is a plus. GNRC. Not too bad. A little choppy, but not too bad. Behaves itself pretty good below the 200. Usually, if you see a stock below the 200-day moving average or above the 8-day EMA on a strong trend and you see nothing to the left of it, like this, it'll be a plus. Let's look to the upside now. Alaskan Airlines. That's a plus right there. Plus right there. Oh, wrong. I put this on the wrong. Oh, wrong ticker. This is the right ticker. Plus right there. That's, yeah, it's probably a plus. Maybe a minus. Yeah, this is a minus. This can go either way because right here, but this is probably a minus still. Roblox is definitely a plus. SFM, nice breakout coming up again. Walmart, look at Walmart go. Very, very nice, clean trend. Very nice, clean trend. Not a lot of directional bias. Reddit, already told you about Reddit. Bros, look at this. Beautiful. Yeah. Dash. Kind of ironic. We were talking about two stocks. So this is a little choppy. It's a little choppy, but it trends. When you see chop, just remember, when you see the wicks, remember, not a good day trading candidate. Like, look at Tesla. One wick, two, three, but not a lot of wicks. You see when it's meaty like this, hardly any wicks, that means it's a very good day trading stock. No. All right, let's continue. TPR, last one, which I really like right now, actually. But my choices were if I was buying, and I'm not retarded. I'm not going to buy an hour before the Fed and earnings on on 5 mega cap stocks come out. That would be a little foolish. But if I was buying right now, I really like Roblox, Reddit, and TPR. They look really good right now, and Alaskan Airlines too. All right. Yeah. All right, Matt, do you have anything to declare?
Seasonality is boring today. That's what I have to declare.
You guys can find out. I'll be talking live during FOMC. I'll be on in an hour. I'm going to convince Matt to turn the television on. We haven't had it on lately. We'll turn it on, and we'll be listening to that Powell, that Dodo Bird Powell. How far back do you look? About a year, Bob. Good. Good. All right. Matt posted the link. I'll see you in 9 minutes in my other room. Hasta la vista. I'll see you guys too. And I don't think it's going to be a big deal. He's not going to do anything. He's going to blow Trump off. He's going to say, tariffs, we need to see what happens. Too much uncertainty. We need to see how it's going to go. And nothing happened yet. That's what he's going to say. I don't think it's going to be a big burger. I think the big focus today is going to be, is he leaning towards cutting rates, or is he leaning towards things are getting worse, or things are getting better after all? I think he's going to be fairly neutral. I'm not going to see, I think the earnings on the mega caps is going to be the big one. Thank you, Cherie. You still like me, Brett, huh? Good. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. 8 minutes. We'll be in the other room, and it'll be fun. Bye. Good session, huh, Matt? Good session. You had a lot of things to say today, didn't you? Yeah.